Our project is Flower. If you weren't here last time, it's about simplifying the creation and sharing of flowcharts. And this is going to be a quick presentation mainly about how we're storing the data and what we're thinking about that. So currently, we came up with a method of storing it in an array with the node relationship followed by the data. And because this might not be completely clear to other people using it, we're thinking about changing it or comparing it to other methods that I'll show you. But that's what it looks like right now. And what these node relations mean is the first one is the current base, and the number following it is the node coming off of that. And if that node has more nodes, then there's a B after that number. So that would be one of the nodes. So it might not be the clearest way, so we're looking at the following.
So from the last presentation, someone suggested that we look at GraphViz. And they're another open source project, but they had an entire language that just represents all sorts of graphs. And bottom there you can see how they can represent a flowchart. Or right there is a really simple flowchart. Just shows the relationship between the nodes. And we're thinking about using that for our output format to just store the flowcharts we have. But the dot language includes a lot of extra things like visual information, and we just want to have our output format to have purely relationship information. And to store like the data of the flowchart, like the title, the text, and the boxes, we're thinking about using JSON to store that, because our flowchart application is going to be made in JavaScript or Flash.
Basically, the output method will mainly decide the visuals of it, and so all we want to really store is the relationships, whereas the dot language has a lot of functionality to store visual aspects. So I haven't tested it out, but this is in JSON, and it stores relations and then what each node would be data-wise. And then
quick demo of the upgraded graphics.
And he's using the previous method for node relations.
Yeah, so unfortunately, this doesn't really fit to the screen right, because we've got this red connector on it. But we just updated the graphics on everything, made everything look smoother. When you roll over, text automatically goes away. Really easy to resize and all that. And then you can save our chart. And we added in the fact that you can now view charts, and it will auto-generate what the chart will look like. And this is just one of the output methods. So this one would be like if you wanted to embed in like HTML. As you can see here, it colors the nodes depending on what they are. So this is an answer node because I declared that there was going to be nodes after it, even though I didn't actually declare any. So that's one of the parts that I'm going to be updating soon. And then these are statement nodes because nothing was coming out of them, and a question node, which has answers coming off of it.
So yeah, this is the biggest part of the project, basically generating the charts and making them look good at the same time.
Yeah. And then
we have a really bare bones site right now for Flower. Basically, we just want a site so that people can make flowcharts and look at other people's flowcharts, and we have an optional login system to let people it's not pixel perfect.
We want them to have the option of making a flowchart without logging in first.
Yeah, and then they can manage their charts and things. And that's about it.
So I'm sorry I missed your last presentation. How do you guys do the graphical display? Is that
That's in Flash.
Flash? Okay. And are you considering other alternate methods? You mentioned like HTML embedding and stuff like that. Are you guys gonna be exploring stuff like that? Because it's really pretty looking right now, like the animation.
Oh yeah, the output methods. I don't think there
Yeah.
would even be one in Flash. That was just basically to show that we can.
It's just like
parse
the building and everything.
So that's you guys like parsing your backend data store and just showing one possible visualization.
Yeah, which would most likely be in JavaScript. No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean it looks fantastic so far. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. You can think of somebody who has better color sense. I am colorblind, so I cannot give that only thing. If you can think of somebody, the yellow background is that's one thing that I didn't like. But you talk to better people who has better sense of. Jory has a question.
I was actually going to comment on the yellow background.
When I was doing that, I was thinking about it, and I was like, maybe this will hurt the eyes. I don't really care.
Orange is good.
Yeah.
Still biased.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.